If you have If you have been following the news for a while now, you would know that both APC and PDP, they have been trading insults. They've been doing basbos to each other. PDP on one hand is saying that Tinubu is a drug dealer, is a corrupt person, how he embezzled Lagos State money when he was a governor, while APC is telling PDP that Atiku was corrupt while in office. Him and Obasanjo were using SPVs, to steal money from the federal government. This has gone on and on and on. And you all also saw the video where Dino Melaye was mimicking Tinubu by just falling down and shaking his hand. Like, Baba Niwe know where he shouted Milo Kon. While that song was going, Dino Melaye was busy falling down and getting up. If you haven't seen that video, by the way, please check the video out. I posted the video like 2 or 3 videos away. Just check it and watch all the videos that you've missed. Right now, the case has Tinubu's case has been in the Federal High Court in Abuja, and the court has decided to throw the matter away and say that this one is not possible. At first, I was like, can it even be possible that the court can order INEC to strike out Tinubu's name and say that Tinubu is unfit and unwell, so he cannot run? I'm like, can this be possible? It's obvious now that it's not even possible, not in Nigeria, not in Africa anyway, not in Africa where you have a president that will rule a country for 40 years. The president will even have dementia. The president will even wee on his body, and he will still continue to rule. Like, that is Africa for you. While on the other hand, in more civilized countries like the UK, for example, their prime minister will resign on the basis of saying that, okay, my manifesto, the things I promised that I would do when I get into office, I'm unable to do it, which means I've disappointed you, so let me just resign and go jejely back to my house. Not in my own country, that cannot happen. Or in a situation where the present prime minister of UK, Richie Sunak, he was making a video without using the belt at the passenger seat, so not in front, passenger seat. And the police in UK fined him, saying that he should pay a fine. And they did not even, in the report that I read, they did not even mention that the the prime minister of UK has been fined for not using his seat belt. They only said a 42-year-old man. I read the report, I laughed. I said, not in my home country, this one cannot happen. It's impossible. They said a 42-year-old man has been fined. Not even a mention of saying that the man is the president of a country. Those people, they follow the law to a T. Like, not in my home country. Before we go ahead with the details of today's news, guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell so that you'll be the first person to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Give this video a massive thumbs up so that it gets recommended to other YouTube viewers all across the world as well. Leave your comments in the comment section. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. The Federal High Court sitting in Abuja on Friday declined to issue an order of mandamus to compel the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to expunge the name of a flag bearer of the All Progressive Congress (APC), Bola Ahmed Tinubu, from list of qualified candidates for the forthcoming presidential election. The court, in a judgment that was delivered by Justice Binta Nyako, dismissed the suit, which accused the APC of failing to comply with mandatory provisions of Section 90, subsection 3 of the Electoral Act 2022 in nominating Tinubu as his presidential candidate. The suit marked FHC Abuja CS 1960-2022 was brought before the court by a non-governmental organization under the aegis of the Incorporated Trustees of Kingdom Human Rights Foundation International. Justice Yako held that the plaintiff not being a registered political party in the country, lacked the locus standi, that is, legal right, to institute the action. The court noted that the plaintiff had earlier filed a similar suit that was dismissed for want of merit, though the court accused the plaintiff of engaging in an abuse of the judicial process through multiplicity of actions. It, however, condemned its lawyer, Mr. Jide John Mary, for his erudition. According to the court, since the plaintiff had no right to file the action, there was no need to consider any of the issues it raised against Tinubu. What? A citizen of Nigeria has no right to file a case against a politician because they do not belong to any political party. Does that make sense? It does not make sense to me, but let me know what you all think in the comment section. Let's continue. Specifically, the plaintiff had praised the court for a declaration that, having regard to the clear, unambiguous, and express provisions, spirit, and tenor of Section 90, subsection 3, read alongside Section 84, subsection 13 of the Electoral Act 2022, the first defendant has deliberately refused to exercise the powers, mandate, and statutory duty or obligation bestowed on him in Section 84, subsection 13 of the Electoral Act 2022 to immediately exclude, expunge, and remove the third defendant's name, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, from the final list of presidential candidates contesting the 2023 presidential election for failure of the second defendant to comply with the mandatory provisions of Section 90, subsection 3 of the Electoral Act 2022. It declarations that by operation of law and having regard to the clear, unambiguous, and express provisions, spirit, and tenor of Section 90, subsection 3, read alongside Section 84, subsection 13 of the Electoral Act 2022, the third defendant, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is not a candidate for the 2023 presidential election and is automatically excluded, expunged, and removed from participating in the 2023 presidential election for failure of the second defendant to comply with the mandatory provisions of Section 90, subsection 3. An order of mandamus directing and complying first defendant to exercise the powers, mandate, and statutory duty and obligation bestowed on him. But I want to talk more on the fact that they threw the case out because, according to them, the person that brought the suit, against Tinubu does not belong to any political party. What? So any normal average citizen do not have a right, to take any of these politicians to court and say that and present evidence and say that, okay, this person is probably not fit, to run for office. I don't understand that part. I just don't understand. But if you do, please kindly explain that to us in the comment section, because at this point I'm like, what? Can is this even possible? Is this even right? But let me know what you all think in the comment section. Subscribe if you haven't. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.